Hey guys, so today I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the misinformation or misunderstandings out there about the Sura state and the fact that some people think that you need an auto clicker, a macro, or just to be able to click really fast to be able to finish your Sura state faster and kind of do min-max it, right? Well, that's actually not the case. Before we kind of get into the numbers, I want to show you the difference between punching while clicking quickly and just holding it down. It's going to fill up before we can even finish our last punch, right? So fills back up right here, and then we punch it after it fills back up. Whereas if we're doing the clicking method, right, and pressing it really quickly, you can see that we are actually going to end the punching phase before that thing actually fills back up. Basically, right as it fills back up, we finish that last punch. So that's basically the difference between clicking and holding. You finish your Sura stays. You finish all your punches from your Sura phase faster when you're clicking versus holding. This is an advantage because, as I've mentioned in a previous video about kind of the tips and tricks for Sura Breaker, if you are holding down the attack and you're punching for longer, you actually have a higher chance of losing your adrenaline. Whereas if you're just clicking the punch button and it finishes faster, you have more time to use another skill to keep the adrenaline up. So this is very important, right? And there's also another thing where you can kind of stop your punch flurry in the middle of your Sura state and then start another rep to actually increase your damage, because the last hit of Sura, right? This little uppercut that you can get right here, that actually does quite a bit of damage. And if you can get two of them in one Sura state, you're actually increasing your damage by quite a bit. So that's kind of the difference between the two punches, right? If you're holding it down, it'll be a little bit slower to finish all the punches, whereas when you're clicking it, it's going to be quite a bit faster, allowing you to just be a little more flexible in your playstyle and potentially do more damage as well. So let's get down to the numbers now that we understand what the difference is. A lot of people say that you need an auto clicker or like a macro or something to be able to maximize this because you just need to click it very, very quickly. Well, that's actually not quite the case. In this post right here by Dapsel, Demystifying Breaker Sura State, he mentions that you actually don't need to do that because of the way that attacks are queued up in this game. When you have an attack that's still ongoing, you can't really, do the attack while it's still going, right? But it will queue up that attack that you input while that attack is still going. So when that first attack finishes, the next attack that you queued up will come in. So basically what that's saying is the flurry of punches is like an attack, right? Even if you click the attack button a million times while it's punching, it's not like you're going to be doing more punches. It's just going to queue up the attack for the next flurry of punches. So what he's saying here is, as long as basically you're pressing the attack button close to when the previous flurry of punches is going to finish, then the next flurry is going to come out faster regardless. So as you can see here, right, I'm just going to click my mouse like this, and you can see on the screen, my punches, again, will finish right as this bubble refills again, right? So as we demonstrated earlier, when we're kind of spamming the click button, it makes it faster and makes it so that the last punch comes out around the time the bubble fills up. So as you can see, even though I'm not even really clicking all that fast, right, it still has the same effect as though I were spamming the buttons really quickly. So that's kind of like a myth that you need an auto clicker. Now, is it more comfy to be able to hold down your button and be able to maximize this punching? Yes, it is. So in that case, there is an advantage to having a macro because you don't have to tire yourself out by constantly pressing the click button or constantly pressing the C button for the auto attacks. But you really don't need an auto clicker or a macro or anything like that, or even just like spamming the button really quickly, right, to be able to min-max your damage in your Sura state. So that hopefully clears this up for you guys. Now, the next thing I was going to talk about is that part about canceling your Sura state a little bit earlier, the flurry of punches earlier, so you could get out a second Sura finisher. I'm going to show you the difference between the cancel and the non-cancel. Basically, what you do is around like 40 to 80% of your Sura meter, you're going to let go of your punches, so stop punching, or stop auto attacking, so you get the Sura finish out, and then you start the flurry of punches again right afterwards to get 2 Sura finishers, so the 2 finishing uppercuts. And when you do that, as you can see from the damage that's shown on the screen, you actually get a bit of an increase in your damage because you stopped in the middle, because the Sura finisher, you had 2 of them. So all you need to do for this is just stop auto attacking around 40 to 80% of your Sura meter going down. And then usually if you're doing the clicking method and not the holding method, you'll be able to get in another set of Sura punches and it'll increase your damage overall. So that's basically it. It's pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory, but I think there's a lot of people who misunderstand this, and I wanted to clear this up in today's video. Hopefully this video was helpful to y'all. Let me know down in the comment section if you knew this before or if this is something brand new to you. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, please remember to hit the like button, hit the sub button, ring the bell for notifications, and also I stream every single night on twitch.tv/MrShiru starting at 10 p.m. PST. So hopefully I'll see you guys on my stream, but if not, hopefully I see you guys on the next video. All right, guys, peace out.